The game is done. I have finished all core mechanics, I have finished all the important illustrations, I am at the polish stage. Which is kinda neat, seeing how today is Sunday and I still have until Wednesday to finish it. So let's take a look at how it's going. I made a lot of improvements over the week that I couldn't record, but it was a very productive week, so I hope you all enjoy what I have to show you.
Hello folks, this is Pirate Art Venture. Before I show you the finished product, here's why I made what I did. I learned how to program when I was 12, but before I started with JavaScript on Khan Academy, I played a few different games about coding. One of the games I remember the most was LEGO Fix the Factory. In this game, you control a robot that has to pick up and drop batteries to, you guessed it, fix a factory. I played this game on my sister's iPad, and it was definitely an inspiration I had throughout my development. As for the tools I used, Swift and Xcode of course, but I also used GIMP, Audacity, Sonic Pi, and Asprite to make the various assets I used. Special shoutouts to Kenny Game Assets, CAD Hatch, Flat Icon, Google Fonts, and FontSpace for all the other assets I used. The app goal is to teach computational thinking by combining the game aspects, like LEGO Fix the Factory, with a real-life integration through AR. During testing, I found out that people felt more satisfaction when they could interact in 3D with the game board as opposed to a flat 2D top-down view. Another big chunk of development was spent in a tutorial and feedback gathering. Since this game is supposed to help in a learning environment, it must be easy to learn, and therefore the tutorial has to be good. At the other hand, the playground must be experienced in 3 minutes, so I cannot make a long tutorial. Now let me walk you through Pirate Art Venture. First of all, I added a simple storytelling to tie the game theme into what I was proposing. While simple, the story is effective in telling the player what will be going on. In testing, I found out that allowing the player to try it out worked in 100% of the cases, so I ended up with a tutorial prompt that encourages the user to try it out. I also had to carefully place the prompt so the user would only see one part of the screen at each time, allowing them to process the information before moving on. This helped to make the editor screen less overwhelming. At the first level, some small visual improvements also helped the players find the objective and the starting point more easily. The objective was placed at the center of the board with only a single instruction required. The second level builds on top of the first, teaching the player how to turn the ship. In hindsight, this level is not required, but I felt it was necessary to bridge the gap into the final, more challenging level. The third level is a full challenge as far as my game mechanics can handle. Regardless of the path the player chooses, the ship will go in at least 3 directions, and this will force the player to think carefully left and right turns, which are the most difficult part of the levels. This level also has 2 different solutions that I saw come up during testing. Designing this level, I wanted to break long straight paths, so any path you choose, at least 1 left and 1 right turn are required. And there aren't many long straight paths. At the ending cutscene, I decided to add in a bit of pirate dishonesty. Roger, yes, that's his name, doesn't give you 1/13 of the treasure. Instead, he tells you that the real treasure was the logic you learned along the way. At any rate, this was Pirate Adventure. The result from the challenge will be released on May 9th, and I'll be posting a video commenting on the result, whether I win it or not. I hope you enjoyed my app, and thank you for watching.